What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be reviewing the 10 best shooters in NBA 2K Mobile. Now, I took inspiration from the last video that I uploaded. You guys should definitely go watch that video. That video basically covers the 15 greatest cards to use in NBA 2K Mobile. It covers all aspects of each card. You should definitely take the time, go watch that video. It is one of the longer videos, so I've decided we're not going to make this video as long just because these videos take a long time to record and whatnot. So this video is going to be a little bit shorter, but it's going to be just as good, I promise. So yeah, I took inspiration from that video, and that video had a lot of good shooters in it. That whole list had a bunch of good shooters, so I took inspiration from that video and I decided, why not make a list of the best shooters in NBA 2K Mobile. So without further ado, this is my list of the 10 best shooters in NBA 2K Mobile. Let's get it. All right, so before we get into things, I want to let you guys know that this list is based off of the consistency and the overall gameplay of these certain cards in terms of overall shooting. So, for instance, this Kyrie Irving, who is actually number 10 on the list, is really consistent. I like his playstyle a lot. His handles are so smooth. His jump shot is really nice. I love it. He can actually shoot the ball really well. But sometimes, if you have the point guard Kyrie, he'll miss open shots. Sometimes, if you boost all of these stats, though, none of that should be a problem. But yeah, he's number 10 on the list, and the reason I picked him to be number 10 over Harden is because I think Harden has more range on his shots, if that makes sense. No disrespect towards Kai. He would be higher on the list if he had. To be honest, there's really no reason I put him number 10. I just put him number 10 because of all the shooters that are higher on the list. I can't put everybody, higher on the list, So it is what it is. But nonetheless, Kyrie Irving is one of the best shooters in the game. No question about it. His jump shot really smooth. His handles really smooth. I love all of his cards, bro. Like, he just doesn't miss. And if you have the shooting guard Kyrie Irving or the courtside pass Kyrie Irving with boosted 3-point shooting stats, he becomes a legit sniper. And if you have this version with a 6 in playmaking and agility, he does not miss. And he's fast. And if he boosts his defense, he's pretty good on defense too. But yeah, he's number 10 on the list. Nothing much else to say. All right, so for number 9 on the list, we have James Harden. And the reason I picked James Harden over Kyrie is for two simple things. His 3-point shot, especially this one specifically, his 3-point shot. And Harden is more athletic than Kyrie in this game, and I think his range is like deeper. He can shoot threes from further back, and his step back threes are so clean, and his handles are really, really nice. I love James Harden cards in this game. IRL, it's a different story, struggles in the playoffs, but that's not what this video is about. This video is about the 10 best shooters, not the 10 best most consistent playoff performers. But nonetheless, Harden is really, really good in this game. One of the best shooting guards in the game for sure. No arguing with that. And if you boost all the right stats, this card is just flat out unstoppable. He's athletic. He's sneaky athletic too. That 4 layups to dunks, don't let that deceive you. This card, he can catch a bunch of contacts and posters. He's been known to posterize 7-footers in this game, so don't let that 4 layups to dunks fool you. But this card is extremely good. Definitely take the time, build him out right, and he'll be really, really good for your team. He'll just be an offensive machine. All right, so for the next card on the list, we have Paul George, and he occupies the number 8th spot on this list. And the reason I picked him over Harden is because his range is insane. His handles aren't as good as Harden's, but I'd say he's more athletic. He's a better defender than Harden, and his jump shots are just unstoppable. His rainbow threes and head-to-head are also unguardable. I love his fadeaway threes too. And he can actually pull from the logo. And there are a couple of other cards that can also do it. Guys like Steph, Damian Lillard, to name a few, that can also pull from the logo. So this card has some insane range. His handles aren't that good, but if you can adjust to them, the card's unstoppable, especially this version. And he's a small forward, so this allows you to play out of position. And he has a 5 in playmaking and defending, which makes this PG one of the best in the game stats-wise. But Nonetheless, this card is extremely good. He would be higher on this list if the next person on the list didn't exist. But yeah, if you have a PG card, this card, to be honest, I would say this card is more built for head-to-head uses, more head-to-head uses, if that makes sense, than actual tourneys mode. Because in tourneys mode, this card is really, really good, but in head-to-head, I think he's better in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. But yeah, nonetheless, the card is pretty good. All right, so for the number 7th spot on the list, I have Dirk Nowitzki. Now, there were tons of other shooters I could have picked from. I could have picked Peja Stojakovic. I could have picked Kevin Love. Could have picked a bunch of other good shooting bigs. But I decided to pick Dirk, and the simple reason is because he kind of shoots like Larry, and his one-legged fadeaways are absolutely unstoppable in this game. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you use this card, you will use the one-legged fadeaway at some point. You just have to. He does it from 3 too, and it's really effective too. I love it. One of the best shooting bigs, if not the best shooting big in this game. And Karl-Anthony Towns was a close second, but he's not Dirk. He doesn't have his shooting, and Dirk is actually one of those deep range shooters. He's one of those long shooters, those long range shooters, basically. But yeah, I would say he's not as athletic as Karl-Anthony Towns, and he's probably not as good as a defender either, but that is quite irrelevant here. This video is not about defense. It's about shooting strictly. And this card specifically is a master at that. Yeah, nothing much to say about this card. This card is amazing. If you have him, boost that agility, playmaking, defending, and he's perfect. All right, so for the number 6 spot, I picked Ray Allen, and there's a bunch of other shooting guards that I could have picked over him, but this one in particular has a 6 and 3-point shot and 6 in mid-range, 6 in mid-range shooting. One thing I don't like about this Ray Allen card, though, his jumper is a little bit inconsistent. Sometimes you have to be standing right behind the 3-point line for him to make threes. I think 2K did adjust it a little bit, so he is better at that. And if you time his jump shot consistently, it's really no stopping this card. This card is also perfect for catch and shoot rolls. And with the absence of Reggie Miller, this is really the closest comparison that you can get to Reggie Miller. And this is honestly the closest you can actually get to a Reggie Miller card in this game, this Ray Allen. They both have the same build. They're both bald. They're both great shooters. That's really as close as you can get to Reggie. All right, so for the 5th best shooter on the list, we're in the top 5 now. We'll get into the honorable mentions in a second, but for the 5th best shooter on the list, I couldn't go the whole list without mentioning Larry Bird. In fact, including him on the list, which is, it just wouldn't be right if I didn't. So for the 5th spot, we have Larry Bird. And if you've never used Larry Bird in this card, man, there's something wrong with you, because this card is so good, bro. His jumper is so overpowered. I remember season 7 when everybody had that triple doubles Larry Bird. At the time, that was the only Larry Bird with the 6 and 3-point shot, and everybody utilized it to the max. He was able to green shots from 35 feet and more. Yeah. He was consistently greening shots from 35 feet and more, and he was even able to green shots from the logo, from almost half court. So it doesn't get any better than that. And I could have picked a couple of other guys over this card, but like his shooting, bro, it's just too good to leave off this list. I simply just cannot put this card in the honorable mentions list. It would just feel wrong, especially if you have the power forward Larry Bird, bro. Like there's just no stopping this card. Okay, in terms of shooting, there's nothing you could do, and his handles are so nice, and he's literally a good rebounder. He's a good defender, great passer. This is like one of the best power forwards in the game. You can never go wrong. You can never go wrong with a power forward Larry Bird. Now, I actually recommend the Lights Out theme Larry Bird, because this card is more oriented around shooting, basically more shooting oriented, if that makes sense. I prefer this card over the GOAT Larry Bird, but they both have literally a 6 in the same stats, so I don't really think it matters, but I prefer this one. But you could also go with this one. It really doesn't matter. Both are just as good. But yeah. All right, so for the number 4 spot, and we'll get into the honorable mentions after this card is done being analyzed, if that makes sense. For the number 4 spot on this list, we've got to put Kevin Durant here. This one specifically, if you look at his shooting stats, he has a 6 and 3-point shot, 6 in mid-range shooting, and a 6 in shootout dribble. The stats alone suggest that this card is worth every bit of the hype, and he is. This card is definitely the older version, though. He's one of the older Kevin Durant cards. And you've also got this Kevin Durant with a 6 in mid-range and a 6 in playmaking. You just, overall, you can't go wrong with any Kevin Durant card. He doesn't miss. And if you have the shooting guard version, I say he's even better because you're able to utilize and maximize his height and his size. He's 7 feet at the 2 guard position. You can go out of position with him. I think that position maximizes his height, the usefulness of his height and his defensive prowess. I think it maximizes all of that. But whatever floats your boat, different stroke for different folks. In my opinion, yeah, this is the 4th best shooter on the list. And with that being said, let's get into the honorable mentions. So for honorable mention number 1, we have Peja Stojakovic. I couldn't leave this card off the list. This card is one of the best shooters in the game. He just wasn't good enough to make the list. There's just too many people to put over him. He probably would be on this list if KD and PG weren't there. The card is really, really good nonetheless. That doesn't take away from his shooting prowess and his insane ability to knock down shots consistently. His jump shot is nice. His handles are good. Yeah, but unfortunately, he just missed the cut. All right, so for honorable mention number 2, we have LeBron James. And the reason he just missed this list is for the same reason Peja didn't make the list. And that's simply because Kevin Durant and Paul George were on the list. I was really considering putting him on the list, but Paul George's insane shooting ability, his range, is unmatched. But this card, he also has insane range. He has a 5 and 3-point shot, a 4 in mid-range shooting. To be honest, that 4 in mid-range shooting is the only thing that killed it. That's the only thing, because if he didn't have that 4 in mid-range, he would have been on the list without a doubt. But this card also has some insane range. He can pull from the logo occasionally. He can pull deep threes. He's athletic. There's really nothing a LeBron can't do in this game, and that's no glaze. If you need an all-around player that can do everything, LeBron James is that guy, with the exception of a few other players. But he is that guy that can do everything. He can get the job done from all facets of the game. But he just missed the list. All right, now for the final honorable mention, we have got to go with Dale Ellis. And I could have picked Kevin Love or maybe even Trae Young. But I decided to go with Dale Ellis just because he's one of those underrated shooters that never get mentioned in this game. There's never been a Dale Ellis gameplay video. So I'm putting him on this list just out of respect. Not just respect, but he's actually that good. I've used this card and he's really, really good. He's an underrated defender too, but more so his shooting overshadows that. And he's also a decent rebounder too, and he's pretty strong. But with the 3rd honorable mention, we have got to put Dale Ellis there. An all-time great for sure. One of the best shooters of his era. All right, so for the 3rd spot on the list, and we're getting to the end. For the 3rd spot on the list, we have got Moments Damian Lillard. This card would be 2nd on the list, but the next card on the list is just too good. His sidestep threes are insane. He's got a good step back 3. I like his handles a lot. He's athletic too. He's sneaky athletic too. He could dunk on people. His fadeaway 3s are nice. He just misses the cut. It's simply because the next guy on the list is just unreal. He's so consistent. His ability to green 3s from anywhere on the court too is unmatched too. But like I said, the next person on the list is just that good. Yeah, there's really not much to say about this card. I could go on, but I'm not going to do that. But yeah, this card is extremely good, and to the ones who do have him, you are extremely lucky. All right, so for the number 2 spot on the list, and I can already guess, I think you guys already know who's going to be number 1 on the list. I don't really think there's any point in trying to waste your guys' time. I think you and I already know who's number 1 on the list. It's not close at all. But for the number 2 spot on the list, I picked Klay Thompson. And the reason I picked Klay Thompson over Damian Lillard, especially the most Damian Lillard, his sidestep 3s, his step back 3s, his shooting consistency, his handles, all of that is just on another level. This list is more so based off of consistency on shooting as well. And this card, he brings all of that to the table. He brings all of it. He's a great catch and shooter, one of the best catch and shooters in this game. He's also an underrated defender. He's a really good defender. I don't know why this one only has a 4 in defending, but he's underrated at that. He's a really good 3-and-D specialist. Great two-way player. He has a great mid-range shot, good fadeaway 3. He's got it all in terms of shooting prowess. He's got it all. There's not much else to say about this card. This card literally does everything. And you can also go out of position if you have him at small forward, and so on and so forth. But the reason I don't have him at number 2 is because this card right here is the only reason that Klay Thompson is not the best shooter in the game. Okay? Not in real life. Okay? In this game. This man right here, Stephen World Derek Curry. And he was actually in the last video that I uploaded. You guys should go watch that video. Gives you a full understanding of the best cards to use in NBA 2K Mobile. This card was in that video, and now he's going to be in this video. He's in back-to-back videos. That just shows you how amazing Steph Curry is in this game and how overpowered this card is to use. Thinking about coming out with a video showcasing the most overpowered cards in 2K Mobile. You guys got to let me know if that's what y'all would want. But nonetheless, this card is without a doubt, hands down, the best shooter in NBA 2K Mobile. And I'm pretty sure you guys already knew who was going to be number 1 on the list before the video even started. I definitely knew who was going to be number 1 on the list before the video even started. There's nobody better than him. Nobody shoots like him. He does this in this version specifically has maxed 3-point shooting. Literally nobody shoots the ball the way he does. And you do have other Currys like this one with a 6 3-point shot. And there are most with a 5, but it's not the same 5 as everybody else's. This card can shoot threes from the logo, from wherever consistently, and he can green them. So it's not the same 5 as everybody else's. And yeah, overall, Steph Curry is just a beast in this game. Easily one of the most overpowered, if not the most overpowered card in the game. 2K should not have made him this elite, but it's Steph Curry. What else were they supposed to do? But yeah, I'm going to conclude it there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that will conclude today's episode. But before I finish the video off, let me know in the comments. Do you think that there's somebody that I could have replaced certain players on the list with? Do you think that there's somebody that I could have taken off? Do you think that there's somebody that didn't deserve to be on the list? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm all ears. Also, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and turn on my post notifications so you don't miss another video that I upload. If it's free, I like to have fun recording these videos, and I want to share this experience with you guys. I want to give you guys the best understanding of tips and tricks to use to make you better at the game, and what cards to use that'll make you that much better of a player in NBA 2K Mobile. But it's me, your boy Hoopsnatcher X, and I'm out.